We're going to look at Swan, the first back bending exercise in this series. What back bending requires is some flexibility in the spine, especially the thoracic region of your spine, the rib cage part of your spine. If it's a little tight in the chest or in that upper back area, sometimes this exercise can feel like it just goes right into the low back, and you're feeling some strain in your low back. So if that's the case, make the exercise and the movement just a little bit smaller so that you can work some areas that might need a little extra help. Okay, so the exercise starts on the stomach, legs extended behind you, elbows are bent with the hands underneath your armpits, forehead resting on the mat. It's an articulation of the spine, beginning with the head, lifting the eyes, moving through the neck, bending the rib cage, and then finally bending the low spine as you continue into your arms. Bending the elbows close by your sides to articulate your spine down in the reverse articulation. Things to avoid: straightening your arms and jamming your shoulders up to your ears. Draw them back, lift the chest. The other thing you want to avoid is just turning this into a push-up. It's not really a push-up, it's an articulation of your spine and using your back muscles to do that. So it's not just taking your arms and pushing up. The arms straighten as the spine articulates more. Okay, if you need to work on just the articulation and strength in the upper back, an option for you would be to bring the arms down by your side, forehead on the mat. Take a second to roll your shoulders up and onto your back, and then pick the arms up. Lift the backs of your arms up towards the ceiling, and then just lift your head, and just lift the upper back just a little bit. Lift the arms a little bit higher. So I'm not going so high that I'm forced to use my low back too much. I can really highlight the upper back strength. This is a great option to build strength in the upper back. Always feels good to do a child's pose after a few of those. A couple other options if you need to just work on opening and finding some strength, or stretch in the upper body. You can sit on your knees like so. Grab the hands behind the back or grab for a couple fingers and just work on stretching those arms behind you, rolling your shoulders onto your back, and just lifting the chest ever so slightly up towards the ceiling. So then you're working more of the stretch across the chest. Another yummy one, if you have a roller, you can take the roller, place your upper back like right between your shoulder blades against the roller, knees bent, feet onto the mat, hips stay on the mat. And I'm going to support my head with my hands and then just slowly arching my upper back over the roller. So this just helps build some flexibility in that thoracic spine and also open some of the chest muscles, pec muscles. And always support the weight of your head with your hands here. And then bringing yourself back up. So just keep practicing any version of that feels good. Do 3 to 5 swan or whatever version that you're doing. Or if you're resting in a pose over the roller, maybe 3 to 5 deep, long breaths there.